Okay, so this is Ringwalk Media in association with Barclay Carter Racing and Redline Specialist Cars. You'd like one of them, Mr. Brad Ray. Nice Ferrari, nice
Mate,
Lambo.
I'd like a car at the moment, mate. My car's broke down and that skin because I've not got a fire. I can't even get a fucking new one. So I'd like some kind of vehicle at the moment, mate.
You know,
Moved house to live in the middle of nowhere, a mile down a country lane surrounded by sheep and that, and I'm stranded now because I don't have a car. What is going on, mate? It's not good.
can you not nick one of them carriages from the Blackpool seafront with the donkeys on?
Yeah, that's it. We'll have to get a little peddler, I think, a little bike or something.
Well, listen, good to see you, my friend, and another good victory back in September. Second round TKO to add to your list of TKOs and KOs. It's safe to say that you've kind of got yourself back in the fold a little bit this year and the back end of last year, isn't it? Four very, very good fights.
Yeah, like it's what I wanted. I knew that coming back from the injury and then the change of team, obviously relocated up
Yeah.
like to Blackpool to be naming a new gym and stuff. Like I knew it'd take a bit of time, and I knew that I was gonna have a few fights at a level that in my eyes I'm probably above. Um, but in my head, I just had like if I'm gonna be fighting at this level, I want to be beating the opponents in a manner that people don't usually do. You know what I mean? I want to be stopping them. I want to be getting them out of there. I want to be putting them over. And like, I feel that I've done that, and I've had a few more fights kind of hanging about this level than I would have liked. But
Yeah.
it's just staying active, really. Keeping myself busy, and I'm waiting for something to come up. I'm waiting for the phone to ring, and and I don't want to be sat about, you know, um, waiting for that to happen. I'm keeping myself busy. I'm in the gym all the time. I've got something to aim for. I've got an end goal to, no matter what type of fight it is, I've got a fight to train for, and that's what I've been doing. But I'm at the point now, mate, where I'm itching to go, and I want to get in the mix. And hopefully something will come up before the end of the year.
Well, I think you're right. I mean, you're 20 fights in now, mate. You've earned your stripes, as they say, and um, your last four fights, second round, first round, second round. I mean, it proves that you're just that level above. I mean, obviously you fought Tyler Denny, you lost on points, but you only, you'd done your round in the second round, and you nearly got him out of there at the end, and that's the sort of level that you were at because Tyler's gone on to European and then boxed in Saudi. That was you not that long ago, and I think you're obviously proving you're still there.
No, definitely, mate. Like I said, I've had 20 fights now. I'm 19 and 1. On paper, like, it's a good record, but like, in my eyes, I'm 20 fights into my career, and I've got nothing to show for it, mate. I don't have any titles. I don't have any money. I don't have, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm basically where I was at my debut.
Mm.
So like, I'm just itching for me because I know that I'm ready. Like you say, I was at that level, took the loss, and like I know like what it was far from the best version of me in the ring on that night. And like if people are judging me off that fight, then so be it. But I feel like I've come back with my new team. I've had these fights, and I've shown what I can do. You know what I mean? I'm blasting people out of there 1 or 2 rounds, and like just what a chance, mate, to kind of show people what I'm about on back on the big stage. But it's easier said than done, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. I mean, you've got the likes of Troy Jones, who's got the English title. He just beat Leon Willins for that title, someone who you know very well and sparred with. Is that maybe a fight that you'd be interested in if he was up for it?
Yeah, for sure, mate. Definitely. Like any me, I'll fight anyone from Central Area title to British Commonwealth European titles. Like I'll fight anyone now. I'm at that point. Like good lad, Troy. No Troy well. I've sparred Troy plenty of times. He's a top kid. Good win against Leon. But I'll fight anyone, mate. I'm not asked if I like it from you, mate. You know what I mean? It's the game that we're in, and I'm at that point now where I can't be hanging about anymore. Like I'm losing patience with it. I want big fights. I want titles. I want big shows. What I'll be on the TV, like what get in the mix, and it's just like anyone who wants it, man. That's what I get in there.
What is I'm assuming you're still managed by Steve Woods, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what's Steve sort of said to you? What's his thoughts on the situation you're in?
Yeah, like he was the same kind of boat as me and Andy at first about having a few little run outs on his shows, and we were happy with that. But yeah, we're all in agreement now that we need a big fight. I need a big fight, and I think he's had a few sit downs with Boxer and Sky about like trying to get me on one of their shows, and we had the Heffron fight confirmed, which was like good fight. Like I was in camp, I was training for it, I was excited for that fight, and then just kind of went quiet. Didn't really have any shows to put us on, so yeah, that didn't kind of come off. But yeah, we all know that we need to get me a big fight now. Like with all due respect to like the level of opposition I've been in with, there's only so many journeymen I can go in and blast out in a round or two. You know what I mean? Like what am I getting from that? And like I don't people saying, oh yeah, give this trying to sell tickets, or I'll give this one a miss. Like, you know what? I don't blame you. Like, I want to expect you to come and pay 40, 50, 60, 70 quid to come and watch me. Like, I want to get in a fight where people are excited for it and people are going, yeah, get us some ticket. Where's that big show? Yeah, right, we're there. And I know that I've not been doing that at the moment, but fingers crossed, mate. Like you say, before the end of the year, something's going to come up because I'm at that stage now, mate. I'm ready to roll the dice. I'm ready to get in with anyone.
I can hear the frustration in your voice, mate, and it's sad to hear because you are a top operator and a good lad as well. And like you said, you took yourself away from your previous camp and you relocated and changed your life. And I've seen a massive difference in your fighting, even just from the victories you've had. I mean, I guess if the phone rang and there was a last minute stand-in, say for example, I think Liam Cameron's fighting Ben Whitaker in Saudi, isn't he, in a couple of weeks? Say there was an injury there, would you jump in last minute on something like that?
Hey, mate, I'm there. Don't worry about it. I'll be there. But yeah, mate, it's a big thing that I've said since the change of team and the change of gym. I would have never been ready at 2 3 weeks notice. The old me. But that's it. I know the position I'm in. I'm not going to get notice. You know what I mean? No one's going to want to fight me and notice. No one's going to give me an 8 week comeback. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like if something's off, probably going to be last minute. It's probably going to be me coming in last minute and them thinking, oh yeah, he won't be ready. And yeah, you know what I mean. If someone wants to do that, then so be it. You know what I mean? Because I'll be ready. I'll be ready, and I'll be there to win.
Well, I like the fact that you are now in a position where you could take those fights because, like you say, probably previously before you'd have had a couple of weeks off and then started sort of back in the gym, whereas now you're just training all the way through, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely, mate. It's like coming back in because starting from square one again. And I think one factor is because I'd go to a few weeks on the pace of going on holiday after a fight, and I'd be scranning pizzas and burgers and a lot. You know what I mean? But then the other side is like I was walking around massive, making middleweight, mate. Like I couldn't possibly make weight at 3 weeks' notice. Like I couldn't do it. It wasn't physically possible. Now that I'm boxing a light heavyweight, mate, I'm comfortable. Like I'm eating good. I'm eating good all the time. I'm eating well, and like I knew that the drop of a hat, I can just take off 2, 3, 4 kilo max and be ready to go.
Well, it's a positive place to be, even though it's frustrating, I guess. Um, but listen, last night, a couple of your old stable mates, Ibby and Jack Murphy, both got very good wins. Did you manage to catch up with those two?
I missed Ibby. I seen a few little clips, but then I caught Jack. He was on later on, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, from what I seen of Jack, he was good because, well, I say he come to have a go. The kid, he come to have a go more than the other opponents Jack's been in with.
Yeah.
And like I've said it for years, mate. That's when you'll see the best of Jack, when you've got someone coming throwing punches at him. And coming to try and rough him up and make a fight out of it. Because he's a type of fighter that will exploit someone like that. But he excites me, Jack. I'm looking forward to seeing him kind of step up and get in them kind of fights, because I think that's when you'll see the best of him.
Yeah, there's been some good feedback from the guys he's been sparring. I know Mikey Gomez Jr. He was over in his gym and he said the lads were saying how well he was doing, and it's nice to hear, isn't it, that Jack's doing so well.
Yeah, no, definitely. But like both, mate, he's a top kid as well. He's probably similar boat to me, looking at titles at the moment, and it's just some of it's just a waiting game, mate, and waiting for that opportunity to come up. And then when it does come up, you've just got to grab it with both hands.
Do you think that the emergence of the Saudi Arabians is going to enhance the small shows? Because I actually take the opinion that that probably will. I think that getting somewhere like the British title is so much more important now for a boxer in his life, because that's the stage when the Saudis start looking at you. So the scramble for the lower end titles to get to the British title shot is becoming harder to get, but more
Yeah,
competitive to get.
I think the way I look at it is it's more not the smaller shows, it's more the bigger shows further down the card who are gonna take the impact, because the headliners for these big shows are fighting on the Saudi shows, so there's not as many shows over here on home soil. So them undercard fights aren't getting made because the headliners are going over to Saudi to get all the money, and there's no shows over here. So like everyone's kind of stood around waiting to see what's to come, and then when there is a show, because there's not as many, they're all fighting to get on the same show, and there's not enough room. But the Saudis, they get a lot of stick, the Saudis and stuff, and the people were just looking at making excuses and we can't go watch the fights. They're all over in Saudi. You know what I mean? They put shows on at Wembley. At the end of the day, as a boxing fan, like the best possible fights that can happen are happening, and I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. Like fights that were talked about for years that you thought, are we going to see this? Them type of fights are happening now. And like you say, I love it. Bivol Batavia, massive, all the heavyweight fights and the undercards on these shows, like they're unbelievable. But the only downside to it is that probably fighters in my position, looking at smaller titles, not world honors that would go on an undercard somewhere, we're suffering. But as a boxing fan, mate, it's great. It's sitting on a Saturday night. Don't have to stay up until stupid o'clock in America. You know what I mean? It's on at a normal time. The undercards are mint. Like last weekend, mate, I was sat on the couch from 4 o'clock watching just good fights all night. It was mint. I'm loving it.
Oh, mate, I was there. I was running around like a blue ass fly last weekend, mate. I tell you. I was lucky enough to.
What? I did have a little thing like, should I have a look at tickets? And then I thought, I was gonna sit at home and watch it. Like, I can't be asked freezing my ass off in Wembley. Probably get piss wet through.
It was nice, mate. It was a good do, to be fair.
But,
And you missed Liam Gallagher. Liam was good.
I watched him on the telly, mate. Look, got didn't it? What did it sound like? Did it sound all right? A lot of people are saying because it was on the telly, it didn't sound as good.
No, he sounded fine, mate. To be fair, I only caught the last couple of songs because I was lucky enough to be part of Anthony Kakachi's camp, so I was working with him a lot. But
Years ago, me and you went on a lovely little day out together, didn't we, to watch him at the Etihad, and he was mint. It was mint. So I didn't get any tickets, mate. I got through out of the queue as I was paying, and I just steamed my ass with it and I give up. But
Brad, well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make your day. I'm gonna make your day.
Go on.
I have 2 spare tickets for Liam Gallagher at Heaton Park.
You gotta do that for the Sting. Let's go, mate. This is why you're my favourite. This is why you are my favourite.
I will talk to my friend Mike, who's got the other one, but as far as I'm concerned, you're gonna have mine. I've got a spare one.
Wait, I was ready, mate. Jibbing that fence, Eaton Park, trackies tucked into my socks, odd up the lot, 4 meters. But yeah, nah, mate. If we can do it the proper way, I'm happy with that.
I've got the Friday night as well, the first night, and I hear a little whisper that it might be Stone Roses supporting that night and not Blossoms.
Well, even better, mate. Best of both worlds.
Right. Well, you better get yourself a fight and win then. That's
Yeah,
the prerequisite.
I'll, I'll need a fight to afford the ticket. That's what I need. I'll have to take a phone out to be able to afford the ticket, but nah, I'm there, mate. Don't worry about it.
Well, listen, it's always good to hear from you, mate, and let's just keep our fingers crossed that the your manager Steve Woods, who I know will be working hard to sort you something out. He's a good guy, Steve, and let's just keep our fingers crossed it comes towards the end of this year because it'd be good to see you with a title finally, like you say, to show for all your hard work and graft, mate.
Yeah, definitely. That's it. And I know that once when I pick some kind of title up, I know that like got my foot in the door now. You know what I mean? There'll be fights, people that have to fight me if they want the title. Um, and like you know, what I mean, now I'm a bit like who who needs me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't have anything to offer. They're probably looking at me like big risk, little reward fight, and you know, I just need something that's gonna get me foot in the door, and I'll have a little bit of pull. But I just got to be patient, me. I'm working in the gym all the time. I feel like I'm getting better week by week. So the longer people wait to fight me, like the better I'm gonna be. So if you fancy your chances, give me a shout soon. Or otherwise, I'm just gonna get better and I'm just gonna smash you even more. To be honest.
Well, listen, fingers crossed, mate, and you know, obviously the Heffron fight didn't come off, but you know, it shows that they are thinking of you at that sort of level. So, you know, it's not all lost just yet, lad. I'm sure we'll see you on a platform very soon, mate.
Nah, mate, there's hope yet. There's fighting in the old dog yet, mate. Don't worry about it.
Right. Well, listen, I know you want to go back to watch the football, mate, and
Go watch get smashed even more for another 45 minutes, mate. They've been absolutely pony. They are terrible. He's getting sacked too, mate. Absolutely rubbish.
I can't say anything because we got beat by Everton yesterday, so I'm shutting up about football.
At least you're not a United fan, mate. I
No.
don't. To be fair, I'll probably be winning now because you've kept me for ages. But
Oh, I've kept you for ages, have I? It's not like you to just have a chat, is it?
uh,
Right, Mr. Ray, it's really good to speak to you, mate. Keep at it, keep the good work up, and hopefully we'll see you on the big screen soon, mate.
well, mate, legend. I'll catch you soon.
Take care, pal.